how to write a screenplay. I would never dare to tell you how to write a screenplay. I think that's presumptuous. I think it's really arrogant. And the only way you can write a screenplay is to write one. Now look, there are some teachers who believe that before you sit down to write the full-length play or the full-length screenplay, you must take a semester of exercises first, do scenes, etc. That's very valuable, very legitimate. But it's not my way. Because my way is I can only be of help to you as another writer is if you give me material to read, to work with. The clay. It's back to sculpt. You got to give me the clay. Otherwise, I can't help you. You got to give me the characters. You got to give me the situation. You got to give me the story. What are we working with here? Okay, I get all kinds of stories. There are no two stories are alike, and everybody's got a different way of telling it. So that means I work differently. I don't work the same with you that I do with another writer. Because that other writer is writing his or her script, and you're writing yours. So it demands a whole other kind of approach or thinking. Some basic fundamental questions do get asked. I don't want to be misunderstood here. I will very often say, what does your character want, etc. Okay, in this scene. And if the answer is he doesn't know, which is a legitimate answer, a lot of us live our lives not knowing scene to scene, day to day, moment to moment, what I want, you know. So the scene is about finding out what that character wants. And it's about putting that character in the situation with the right person to make that character aware. This is an important one for me. What is the character's emotional threshold when they enter the scene? But it's not an easy one to answer because very often we go through life not knowing that we're at some emotional threshold. And it's only in the scene or situation that we're in life and in art, that we find out, oh my God, I didn't realize I was so angry. Oh my God, I didn't know I was so... Look, I'm crying. I didn't... In other words, where the character... You want to put the character in the situation where the character is taken by surprise, where the character is caught off guard. There's two great joys for me in the writing. One is when I move the character into a really, really tight spot. And both the character and I are going, how the fuck do we get out of this now? That's a great moment for me. That moment doesn't scare me. That's a moment I live for, because that character and I both are now, we have to figure out what the hell to do. How do I get out of the jam we've both gotten ourselves into here? That's a great moment for me. The other great joy is looking down at a sentence, at a line, at a moment, and going, where the hell did that come from? Whatever I read now in retrospect, whatever I look at of my own work, I go, where the hell did that come from? And I think that may be the thing I'm most proud of, is that I have no idea where it came from. I mean, I can track it in terms of, I was here on a bus when when this idea popped into my head, etc. But in the actual writing, the actual writing of it, I think it's wonderful. I mean, I'm really happy that I don't know what the hell I was tapping into, but whatever I was tapping into, hey, it paid off. It's okay. It's working. So I always like to leave a certain element of the writing unexplained.